Canto 22. Arthur Wellesley. How noble is the English sense of war, embodied in this servant of the realm. Fresh from taming the tiger of Mysore, he leads more heroes at the heated helm, aiming his guns across the sable horde. What blast of hot death stuns the elephants and sword? What brought him to this victory, celebrated with French wine, was a sense of common decency, the command of details fine, loving all parts of his army and every supply line. Then stood upon a vital battlefield, what cool head and intelligence revealed. Maratha mirages and their men melt to a mind's mirage, since places then all classes ken the rising of the Raj, and fleeing French auxiliaries must face the repochage. Assay, 1803. Emperor. Upon a wrathful path of senseless pain, Napoleon, London, dares to oppose his fluid and Estrelides to obtain, as on all sides his gaudy glory grows, and wins a bride, radiance rarely seen, beloved by his side, the fairy Josephine. Their pious Pope appears from Rome, midst pomp and celebration. 'Neath Notre Dame and its great dome performs the coronation. Words before this Corsican gnome wane in hesitation. Do not worry, I shall do it instead. An emperor crowns his own well-combed head. Rejoice, rejoice, from town to town flutters festivity. Long purple gown and sparkling crown carried to Italy. Long live the king! This call fills up the halls of Lombardy. The emperor fills up the Channel coast, the grand armies, grand camp and grander still, his ambition to sail this eager host across the tide to execute the kill. 2,000 boats, 200,000 sons, 25,000 goats, and 1,000,000 guns. Ambition turns to thwarted dreams when fishers out of water thought naught could e'er avert their schemes, Britannia saved from slaughter. As Nelson steers her steely beams, frown afraid to fight her, Villeneuve diverted from these vital seas into Cadiz via the Antilles. Dispatch ridden hard by rider, this is gross betrayal. With Sacre Bleu the emperor curses his admiral. Then we must march to Austria. I must have my battle. Boulogne, 1805. Glorious autumn. The continent of Europe is athrive. 3 man-massed armies march toward their fate. Only the keenest marksman may survive the death wish of this warfare which awaits. The Grand Army stood ready on the wing, opposing Muscovy and the Viennan king. While Russia crossed the Polish plains, Austria grew foolish brave. Facing the French in autumn rains, cavalry, wave after wave, soon crippled heaps of dying pains, the Württemberger grave. As now, the pale-drawn French face of General Mack grows moody as French marshalry attack. How soon the Austrian captain garbles forth surrender. Napoleon, the day well won, said, "You have saved honour, and may go free to give my thanks unto thy emperor." Ulm, October 19th, 1805. Trafalgar. The fleet departs Portsmouth in stately flow. Nelson's pure sword heart pulsing for the game. Transglobal oars his name now surely know, as one who sets a foreign flag aflame. Up in the van, signals the victory. England expects his man. enact his own duty. I thought all current theory, devilish line crosses the T, divvying up the enemy, private conflicts in the sea, conducted with cool energy, one-sided killing spree. Nous surroundons the French, half-drenched in gore, kneel neath the Spartan sea lion of war. Kiss me hardy, Lord Nelson croaks, kiss me, my dear old friend. Amid the smoke-swept creaking oaks, England's angels descend, for death and heroism, firm companions to the end. Atlantic Ocean, 21st of October 1805. Glorious winter. How many miles had Stephen Stiltsky marched? Step after step, harsh blistered, ankles sore, flea-bitten, sun-baked, freezing, flogged and parched. Then rose the random slaughter of real war. Aging musket, frozen with ice and snow, fixing his bayonet, his unit next to go. He left the crucial Pratzen Heights, with many lads befriended. The friend looks weaker on their right. Alas, this was intended. As now, behind the Gallic Mike claims heights undefended, their cannon spitting murderous